What's up guys, and welcome to FEZ. This just released on PS3, PS4, and PS Vita yesterday, and I have to say I'm really enjoying it. Of course I've played FEZ before. It is actually a very popular and very good game. A 2D, or I guess you could say 2D side-scroller that is also an adventure slash puzzle platformer. It really hits off all of its keys very well, and I'm really excited to see it reach the PlayStation platforms because I feel like it fits there really well. The cross-buy, cross-save feature is really awesome, and everything about it is just really splendid. I'm happy to see it here. And I do have to say that it looks good on all three consoles, PS3, PS4, and PS Vita. Especially on the Vita, there's something about the game on a condensed screen that just looks so great. So if you've already played FEZ and you're already caught up with all that FEZ is, here's my go-to to saying yes, you should probably consider picking this up. It is exactly like the PC and Xbox 360 ports, and it's really awesome and really fun, just like those ports. So I do suggest if you already know what FEZ is, and you're already interested just knowing if the port is any good, it is. You have my go-to do that. Just remember that the cross-save, I do believe, is for PS Plus only. But it's still already pretty great to have the cross-buy and have it on all three consoles. But let me get into FEZ if you don't know what FEZ is. FEZ is a 2D side-scroller that has an interesting mechanic that you've already seen on screen. Basically, you can change the dimension or the direction of the game, making it so there's 4 different screens in every area. And this adds for a lot of depth and a lot of just different, unique things in the game, and it's really a unique platformer in general. The story is interesting, the art style is amazing, the music is so solid, and the gameplay, of course, is really fun and invigorating. There's just so much to do here, to see here, to explore here, to feel here, and I can't help but love it. One thing that a lot of people say is the real beauty in the game comes from that quarter of a second when you're switching the screen. And you can really see that here. It's so amazing looking. That quarter of a second when you see the screen switch is where you really see the beauty of the game, and I cannot deny. Just something with how all of the art flows. Also, the environments themselves are so pretty and just fun to explore. I really have this idea that 2D side-scrollers have this hard-to-reach depth. They have a hard time making you feel like you're exploring and you're adventuring as much as, like, say, a 3D platformer would, or, you know, a 3D game in general would be able to give you. But FEZ somehow still breaks that boundary and makes you feel like you're adventuring this landscape and going somewhere amazing and awesome and beautiful, and you get this feeling of adventure, and you get this feeling of depth, and you enjoy it so much, and you will love it. I loved it, a lot of people loved it. It was the star of Indie Game the Movie back in 2011 when it originally came out, and it was, you know, it's been a huge success since. The movie did some wonders for it. And just, you know, playing, you don't even have to really play. You can walk around and explore and take in the environment and still enjoy yourself. You know, the story does seek progression, and so does the gameplay, but the progression isn't needed to have fun, and that's the beauty of a game like this. I do believe, though, the story is pretty interesting in my opinion. Like, the world is sort of falling apart around us, and these cubes you might see me collecting, these yellow cubes, sort of put the world back together. And our goal is to sort of just collect all of these, find them throughout the world, which they are very well hidden in certain aspects. And we just have to go around and pick these up and try to put the world together before it falls apart and the world just ends. So it has sort of this in-depth, very hidden sense of urgency, because when you think about it, you're trying to save the world. And the more you play, the more you see that, the more you see the world fall apart and get gaps within it. And it gets scary, and it gets pretty interesting. Of course, not scary like spooky horror game scary, but literally, or literary-wise, it's a little scary. But there's just so much to take in here. And I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite platformers, and not too many names can take that title. It's a very simplistic game, too. You know, there's not too much to need to be understood to adventure it and to enjoy it. The complex adventure-scape that you have to go through, basically. You have to adventure a lot of different crevices of the world. You have to leave every stone turned, really, to get every bit out of the game. And there's a lot to explore. There's a lot of things to adventure and to find out and to just sort of find on your own. and might be a little hard to complete without some type of online guide. I wouldn't deny that. I had a hard time with it, a very, very hard time without any type of guide. But here we have a little chest. What's in here? I love this scene. It does this little spin around. You just get so excited to find anything because of it. And it's just, I don't know, things feel rewarding when you find them, and that's also a really good thing. And the controls are nice and simple, and it's like, environments change very sharply. You know, this environment is something I haven't seen within my hour of play, but it's still so different and so unique. And you see that. You see, like, really varying environments without it being sort of slashing to the whole aesthetic. You don't get, like, thrown off guard and, like, this is too different, this is just weird. But I don't know, that's, like, the beauty of it, is it has this flow to it. And I think it's artistically a masterpiece, and by gameplay, it is also a gaming masterpiece. I obviously feel strongly about it, but now it is available for PS4, PS3, and PS Vita, so you can play this on the go, you can play this at home, or you can choose to do a little of both with cross-save. And that's the beauty of it, and I feel like if Sony keeps on doing this with big titles like FEZ, then you have no reason not to buy a PS Vita. This is FEZ for the PS4, PS3, and PS Vita. I hope you guys will enjoy it, because I definitely did. Links to the game, where you can buy it, and the game's website will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.